But I think now back to those two options. The first option is last will and testament. The second option is a revocable living trust. So we will dive into both of those. So that last will and testament, it's better than nothing. It's got some decent downsides, but that can be remedied with some beneficiary designations. Like I said, you get to nominate the guardians for your children in that will. You also get to nominate beneficiaries for assets owned by you individually. So you get to opt out of the state's plan, and you're nominating someone known as the executor to wrap up your affairs, to get that stuff distributed to the people that you want. But here's where a will fails if the will is all you're relying on. Those wills have to go through probate court. We'll talk about why that's not happy here in a little bit. They don't provide for your incapacity, meaning you lost your marbles. They're problematic if they cross state lines. James, this I explained that a lot better early on, so I'm glad you asked that, because otherwise I would have just said they can be problematic if they cross state lines. So, and again, I'm happy to look at your situation. Those kids get the money outright at 18. It doesn't control a lot of your property, and you're not able to provide for direction or protection for a short time at your death. And these only go into effect when you pass. It's not helping you out during your lifetime, and it's not for the lives of the surviving spouse, the children, or the grandchildren. And here's the big downside: where there's a will, there is a probate. So if a will isn't the answer, what is? Well, let's talk about that second option. These are revocable living trusts. So, like the will, you can change it anytime. A revocable living trust, you can change it anytime. I like to call it a will on steroids. You get to name your beneficiaries for assets in the trust. That trust, like I said, is revocable. You can change it or amend it, and you are the trustee during your life. You have total control. Additionally, everything you own now, something to be mindful of, is outside of your trust. Once we build the trust for you, you have to move assets into the trust by retitling them into the name of the trust. You still maintain control over the assets in the trust. It's kind of like taking money from one pocket and moving it into the other. You don't even get a separate tax ID for revocable living trusts. And the benefit is that everything that is in your trust bypasses probate when you pass away. And bada bing, bada boom. The trust solves all the problems that come with a will. You don't lose out on 1 to 7% of your estate in probate court. Your assets go to your family in weeks and not years. And it is totally private, both during your life and after you've passed away.